Hi there, welcome to the first ever stream by Dismas the Pilgrim. I am Dismas, and I will be solving some puzzles online, hopefully daily. We'll see how schedules work out. I am notoriously hard to schedule. Um, this section for now is going to be called The Puzzle Pilgrim, as you may tell from the subtitle. I'm going to try to explain some of the logic behind the puzzles that I'm solving as I go. We'll be doing a few different types of puzzles. Two from New York Times, the Wordle and the Pips. I'm going to work through all three difficulties of Pips and hopefully solve them all. We'll see. I enjoy puzzles. I'm not necessarily brilliant at them. Uh, there's also going to be a couple from the Netflix Tudum puzzled series. We have Starstruck and their Sudokus. And I'm also going to try and solve some chess puzzles, starting with the daily puzzle, and we'll be working through a handful of their general puzzles. And we'll see how I do. Oh, hi. My first ever chat. Welcome. So, without further ado, I think the first one I want to go to today is Pips. Um, if you spot me doing something woefully wrong, have fun with that. Okay, so Pips is about arranging dominoes on a set board with certain clues. You get equals, not equal, set numbers, uh, higher and lower. We'll get into it and we'll see what it's about. Block. Okay, so we have a couple of things that it's pretty much giving us for free here, like with orientation at least. So we know what sort of shape everything's going to be because you can, like, as you can see, it's a domino. It has a certain size profile. Um, what have we got three of? The only thing we've got three of is the sixes. So that pretty much gives us this and gets one of the ones out of the way for us. Um, Hi there. All right, thanks for joining. Let's see. The only way we can get an equals here with the pips that we have left is with the threes, because although we do have double two, it'll be split across two dominoes here, and because we need to add five, we can't put the five in because we've not got any blanks. So there we go. Right orientation in the end. There we go. Didn't realize you guys couldn't actually see all of the dominoes that I had access to. Then finish it with that. Okay, the easy wasn't too bad. We'll crack on through. Let's see. There's one solved. Okay, so this is already looking like more of a mess, but we'll at least try and fix our geometry straight out the gate. Okay, okay, right, so this box here, I can't use like basic geometry to figure it out. We've got to wait until we get further into the puzzle for that. Right, let's see. So less than two. How many have we got that are less than two? So there's two of them there. That's not helpful because we know that they need to go here. Okay. Um, Hi, thanks for joining. The Okay, so we only have two dominoes that have a value of less than two, which means they have to be somewhere here. The 5 we have 4 of, and the 2s we only have 2 of them, which means we don't have enough that equal to go in here. So that has to be 5s? Yes. Or at least it sounds right to me. Yeah, we can't use that 5. Yeah, we'll figure that one out in a bit. But that does also give us this. Greater than 2 is not exactly helpful at the moment because all of the dominoes have values greater than 2. Greater than 9, which gives us value 10, 11, 12 total there. Oh. No, I missaw that. That's I missaw this 4 as 5 to get all the 3s in there. That won't work. But if it is 3s, that gives us this. Hi, thanks for joining. Which gives a... Oh, my mouse decided to run away there. So yeah, after that, greater than 2, we have this 4, 2. And then 3, 3. Fantastic. There's another one solved. Okay, this has gone smoother than I expected with pips so far, but I guarantee that the hard one is going to stump me in a couple of places, so strap yourselves in. This could take some time. Okay, that's already some interesting geometry that we've got to work with, because we get this and this. And after that, it's anyone's guess. Fantastic. Right. Do we have... Okay. So we don't actually have a 1, 2 that can fit there. So that actually does tell us the rest of the geometry. So it has to do... Wow. My mouse is really not happy today, which is gonna make these puzzles real fun. No, it's just not letting me draw today. Fantastic. Literally replaced the batteries on it the other day. It should be fine. Right, so there we go. No, never mind. Right, the battery on my mouse seems... I hope it's the battery. The mouse, I'm in a lot more trouble. Let's try moving white surface. Is that helping? Yes, fantastic. Well, it is the first stream, so technical difficulties were expected. Right, so that is our geometry for the whole puzzle with this 1, 2 box telling us there. Oh, hi there. Sorry I missed you jumping into the chat. I think I was a little engrossed with either the puzzle or maybe even just my mouse breaking. I'm glad you could join. Okay, so from here we've got a couple of zeros that could fit in here. Let's start with the 2, 3 so that I don't accidentally try and use it anywhere else in the puzzle. That is a thing that I would do. 3 1s, which means we can't just get rid of them there straight away. How many doubles have we got? 3 and 4. Okay, but we need a few doubles. So we've got 3 3s. No, 3 4s, 4 3s. Okay, so the doubles don't give enough away there. What fours have I got here that can be used with something to make 5? Okay. Yeah, that technically works. And then we'd need a 2. What 2 have I got here? Okay, so it can't be that one because I don't have enough 5s. Or I don't have a double 5 to slot in here. I can't use the double 2 there because then I don't have it to finish that section. Same with the 6, it's not having a double 6, which means it can't be that 4. But it could be the blanks, maybe? Which then gives us a couple of choices for the 1 to go there. Okay. What doubles? 2 and 3. Okay. Oh, one thing I missed here is that with it being 10, it has to, whatever's attached here, the highest that either of the values on one side of whatever this triple is has to be a 4, because numbers 1 to 6, the highest, the only way you can get 10 is 6 4 or 5 5. With it not being a double stated, it could still be a 5 5, but I don't know why, but I doubt it. Especially having, oh, this needs to be 5s here. Do I have a 5 2? I say it needs to be, it's just likely to be, because I think so. Is pretty much what it boils down to. Which is interesting, because now I've run out of 5s. So that logic worked brilliantly for me. So it's not going to be that. It could be the 6 2, and then we're left with 9, which is doable. No, technically that fills these conditions. Do I have another 5 there? Oh, this might. This won't solve because I don't have the 0 to go there. Okay. That is a thing I forgot about that I stated right at the beginning. That does still work there, though. Okay, so let's try and make the 5 with 1. I don't have the 4s to go there, so that can't be right. Don't have double 6, so now I'm going to have to change all this. So I'm going to need another way of putting a 4 in here and still being able to make 5. I did say at the very beginning I enjoy puzzles, not necessarily being good at them. So let's try this with the 4 1, and then I'm left needing 4s. Do I have enough 4s to do that? No, I don't. Fantastic. How many 4s am I left? So that's 4 3, which the one that I just tried, wasn't it? No, I tried the 4 1. Alright, no, I did the double, which is why it all fell over, which leaves us with a 2. Okay, so this 2 will inform what double has to go here. What 2s have we got left? Don't have any double 6s. So again, this is looking like not it, which leaves us with that. And then we're going to need, okay, maybe 4 3s. Okay. That's leaving us with 2 1s, which is fine. Hopefully they'll solve out at the end. What 2s are we left with? Right, 15. The 2s flowing into the 15 is helpful. Because the most that these two can be worth is 12. Which means it'd have to be 2 with 3 or more. Which means it can't be the double 2. But it could be the 2-5 or the 2-6. 2-5 and the 2-6 do work, because that still gives us 5s that are coming out of this box. Let's see. Let's try it with this one. I don't have enough 5s to do it, but I do have 6s. I can't use the 6-2 in the 10, which means I can use this, and then I don't. So that makes 10 sure. That makes 15 sure, but then I need a 6 here for making the 10. Got 1, but then I don't have enough 1s to satisfy this double. So that can't be right. Let's see. What else can we try? If you guys are seeing something I'm not, please chime in. But I can just try like guesses and seeing where they shake out. So then we get this. Like the 6-2 could go there, and then 9, that still needs another 6. Oh, please don't tell me I've got this just from making an entirely uneducated guess. You know, I think I did. Well, that's interesting. I do feel kind of like I cheated because at the end, getting that one, I didn't use like a proper logic step. I just took a stab. But sometimes that is the way it goes. So it's still technically a solve. I'll take it. So I'm going to stick with New York Times for now. Let's move on to today's Wordle. Like these are all like my accounts that I'm logged into. I have not seen any of them yet. Like it's about 20 to 6 my local time, and I am notorious for not seeing mornings, or at least not from the right side. So you can rest assured that these puzzles are all fresh to me. Right, so Wordle, we need a starting 5-letter word. Let's try with, actually, no, with it being my first ever stream. I was hoping for some serendipity there. I suppose it was too much to expect for that one to work. We at least got an R out of it somewhere in the word. Let's try clear. Okay, so that gives us the R in these first two boxes for sure. Then the A again here. Okay, so Hmm. Oh, I wish I was better with words. Like I used to play Wordle semi regularly a year or two ago, and one thing I ended up finding was I would stare at it so long that you end up not remembering that some words exist. Like you'll try and spell it out, and it'll just like that's not a word. Has anyone else had that trouble? Not even just with Wordle, just from looking at words for too long, and they just stop looking like real things. Um, okay, so this A at the end should be more telling than it is, or more telling than it is for me. Um, right. So, oh, rebar won't work because we already have the R somewhere else. Try and get the D in there somewhere. No, okay. So there is a B as well. Okay, this is not collab. That could have worked, apart from the fact that it literally can't. No. Oh. Oh. Is it? Oh, no, it can't be radar. It can't be, but it might help us place a couple of extra things. Okay, so it's definitely that, which means that E is probably gonna be there. Uh, there is definitely a B, A. Reban? Uh, Not even a word. Fantastic. Or is it re something? Okay, re. No, no. Uh, wait, no, I think I've got it. Re bag. No, not even a word. This is a great first start for the first stream. Uh, oh, rehab. Yeah, little embarrassing that it took me so long to realize that that was even a word I could use. Ignore the played and streak stats. That's just from me doing like the tests and having finally logged into Wordle. Okay, so that's all the puzzles I planned on doing for New York Times. We'll move on to the Netflix puzzled ones. So, Starstruck. Let's see where there it is. Um, yeah, they are. And they're all free, which is like the big draw for me at least. Like you don't even need a Netflix account to get the ones that I'm doing now. The New York Times ones, they're all free. All you need to do is log in if you want to keep track of your stats. Um, yeah, I quite like them. That's why I'm doing them. So, Starstruck. I know, right? So Starstruck, like the rules are fairly simple. So you get a grid with rows and columns and different coloured regions, like in this animated example here. A star, you need one in each row, one in each column, and or you can only have one in each row, column, and coloured region. They also can't be next to each other at all. There are other puzzles around that follow a similar format. But yeah, without further ado, we're gonna get into it. I will be needing my drawing thing again for this one though. When we, or at least not for the easy one. On my, as you might have noticed as I've been going along, I have a little score tracker just below me here. Yeah, I'm really good at orientating myself with like where a camera is pointing at me. So good. Spatial awareness through the roof. But for Starstruck, I'm only going to be tracking the hard ones. Like this is a puzzle I have played in the past fairly often, and I think I'd be cheating myself into extra points for only doing for scoring both of them. But for the stream and as a warm up, I will be solving the easy one at least, because you never know, it might inspire the rest of you to give them a try. Um, let's get into it. Okay, so a few things to look out for. As much as that one is very obvious, I'm gonna show you a couple of other bits. So with a 2, like one thing that it does, because you can only have one in each row, it automatically does that. And because you can't have touching and one has to be here, knocks out those ones. With a 3, you get something similar, knocks out the row, but because you can't have touching, if it was in either of these, and it has to be in one of them, it also can't be there or there. Like there's little patterns like that that as we go, I will be like stopping to explain. And one thing I've just noticed is this column, row, I should say, here has to contain one, which means the rest of this color, because it is right on the border of being a color, like it's given away from a couple of things that it has to be there. Like we've got all of these pointing across on both sides. But like the one that I spotted straight away was it has to be in that row. So we'll use the gimme now, which gives us this one, which gives us this one. Like you will notice with like the easy ones, there will be like some like cascades like this, where the moment you've got one in and a few marked off, it just skates straight through. Yeah. Yeah, that was okay. Like one thing I don't like about the Tudum puzzles is the moment you click continue, no matter what puzzle you've been doing, it takes you back to the daily puzzles, even if there's different difficulties. So I've got to go back into it. I'd prefer there was a little button for solve more difficulties. That'd be quite nice. A bit like the New York Times Pips had, which those of you who have been here since the beginning have seen. Right, let's jump into the hard. Let's reset my pen, because I will be needing it at some point. Okay. So, quite a lot to unpack here. So, like, there's no straight lines. There's no, like, single box gimmies. So, I'm going to go straight into... if you look at these bottom 2, there has to be a star in this orange bit, and there has to be a star in this grey bit. Yeah, you with me so far? So from there, we know because these two rows have to have 2 stars in, and they are going to be in either grey or orange, because grey and orange are fully contained by this line. It can't be in any of them. Okay. What else have we got to look out for? Okay, so this L shape here, no matter which one the star is in, these all of them, or all of them see that square, I should say. We've got a straight line here, which takes that one out. Something else I've just spotted now, thanks to that. We draw a line here, and here. Yes, that is. I was questioning my own logic for a second there. Okay, so again, like we did for the bottom, one has to be in there, has to be in there, and then we get one in the yellow, which actually knocks out quite a bit here, here, and here. Yeah, yeah, that still looks right to me. I'm happy with that. You will catch me second guessing myself a lot, for whatever reason. Right, so has that shown us anything else? Okay, yeah, so at the bottom here, it's given us, turned the grey into a 2, and then that turns the orange into a 2, which has turned the blue into a 2. Oh, that's a nice little cascade. And that's turned the red into a 2, which is that, which has made this into an L, which clears that one. Okay, so with these shorter L's, I guess, it also, even if they weren't marked off for, oh, nope, that was, yeah, so if it's already crossed out, clicking it immediately turns it into a star. Not happy with that feature either. But yeah, if that was not good, that wiped out so much that I'd already solved, I think. No, it's left it all there. Fantastic. Right. So this shape here, all three of them block. Oh, that was already marked, so I need to leave that because it's in the same region. But all three of them touch this one, and no matter which one it ends up in, it would stop it from being in this one, because if it's in here or here, it's touching. If it's in here, it's along the same line, so it definitely can't be there. And then that gives us the same shape here, which knocks another one off green. I think I had that one knocked off for some reason, didn't I? I had knocked that off for some reason from here, but that actually makes the puzzle unsolvable, because then we don't have one in here at all. So I have messed up my logic somewhere. Brilliant. Just what I needed on my first day. Okay, so let's undo a few steps, see where that came from. So it was probably after. Okay, so yeah, I accidentally clicked that one when I was marking the stars off there, and now, because of that, it has to be there. Right. Like I said, I enjoy puzzles. I'm not necessarily good at them. That gives us this, which gives us this, which gives us this, which gives us this. Yeah, okay, at this point it's kind of just cascading it in. Okay, it was on the easier side for the hard, as long as you're actually paying attention to the boxes you mark off. I liked that one. I just wish I'd been paying enough attention to it to do it properly. That's Starstruck. So for that one, because it's the hard one, I will mark it up. And from here, we are going to start with the Sudokus. I have no idea where they get their names from for the. Oh, thank you. From the Sudokus. Like I sometimes it seems like it's to do with like the starting configuration, but we'll see. All right, sunflower. What have they got for us with this? I I suppose that looks somewhat like a sunflower. Okay, so with the easy ones, if I can, I like to avoid using Scratch, which is where you can put the numbers in little. But that doesn't always work out. We'll see how it goes. So straight away we've got the twos here. Thank you. Three, and because occasionally I am half blind and do not see things that are right in front of my face, I will click on the numbers that I'm trying to solve in that moment because it just makes it a little easier for me. The hell symbol is that? Snakes. Okay. Um, Actually, 2 days ago for St. Paddy's Day, one of the Starstrucks was called Snakes. It had lots of little squiggly lines in it. So yeah, three goes there, there, and that's all I can get from the threes quickly. Fours. I'm not seeing anything quick with the fours. It's a lizard. It looks like a snakehead to me. I'm obviously wrong. I have been saying a few times about how blind I can be with things, so I will take you at your word that it's a lizard. Nothing easy on the fives, sixes. I really don't want to have to use scratch paper on the easy on my first stream. I apparently so. I've not really done much with Twitch before. A good few years ago, me and a few friends tried to start a D&D Twitch stream with a friend of mine who ran it using some of his own system notes for doing like D&D sci-fi. Stain. I was very sad the other month because I run two D&D games and both of them were on hiatus for like a month, and I didn't play D&D for a solid month. It was not a good time for me. But yeah, like when I was involved in that Twitch stream, that was literally my first experience using Twitch, and after that fell apart through the biggest bad guy in all of D&D, which we all know is scheduling. That stream kind of died, and then I just never went back to Twitch. And I have been watching some people do puzzle channels over the last few weeks, and whilst I was watching along with some of them, like there's some puzzles that there's a guy called Ranksk that I follow. Shout out to him. I do not have his details to put in a chat anywhere. Like he's the one like watching some of his content that inspired me to go, hey, I can solve some of these. Why don't I do a thing? Whilst I am home and bored, it gives me something to do. So the last couple of days I've been building this channel. Don't worry about the D&D stuff being on hiatus. One of them is back running every week now. I don't know if any of the people from my D&D game are going to be following this channel. If it turns out that they don't, thank you very much. Most of last night, I think it was last night, time is weird for me because like I said, I don't see mornings unless they're from the wrong side. When I say from the wrong side, I'm talking like I get like 4 or 5, like 5 hours sleep when the sun comes up, which would be fine if I worked night shifts, which I don't. Okay, so, but yeah, that D&D game is back running full time, and if none of my players end up watching this stream, not only will I punish them in game for it, because I'm the DM, it's my prerogative. It means that I might end up streaming some of my prep, like just going through like what notes I use for, or going through some of the resources for, like building stuff, because like the campaign that I run every week has been running for the best part of a decade, including like the hiatuses we've had, with most of the starting party still being like the players and characters that are in the campaign. And now you've got me talking about D&D. It's taken away from the fact that this is meant to be a puzzle channel, because I can talk about D&D for hours, and regularly do. I will go to the pub to meet up with friends. We'll have many other things to talk about, and we will inevitably devolve into talking about D&D, which my fiance loves, I'm sure, because it's not that she doesn't like it, it's that she's just had no chance to play D&D properly. She loves the idea of, we've just not been able to get a game going that she can join properly thanks to her work schedule. But like the few times she has played tabletops, she's really enjoyed them once she's got into them. Or at least that's what she's told me. Maybe she was humoring me. Yeah, I think I'm getting back into the flow of solving Sudoku here, like I was meant to be. Oh, no, definitely not. That was definitely not right. Yeah, definitely distracting myself with D&D. I do that a lot. Yeah, so as you may notice, that my partner is in the chat. She's in the other room watching TV and the stream at the same time. She's been very supportive. She runs, she has her own Twitch channel where she does gaming content, and because I am so very, very new to Twitch and thought I had everything lined up, yes, you are. Thought I had everything lined up, ready to go, and then last second I was like, hey, but what about this? I don't have that set up. And I also have no idea how to do it. So literally, like the last like 15, 20 minutes before the stream, was my partner like over my shoulder here. Just, okay, so you do this, you do this, you do this, and we just about got everything linked up in time for me to have a panic scream into one of the jackets on the hangers behind me and start up. Yes. So in this house, usually I'm the tech support, and it was a good old switcheroo today. Oh, right. Like it's not even that this puzzle feels hard. I'm just making it harder for myself by not wanting to use the scratch paper, and it's starting to take quite a bit of time. Okay, so there's another one there. Yes, it was literally the first, and probably, I hate to say it, hun, the last. Um, like I hate to say, probably the last time that role's going to switch, because now that I'm in it, I will probably absorb far too much knowledge on how to do these things on a technical basis. Because one of the projects I took upon myself to do, because anyone who actually knows me personally that has joined the chat Um, you probably know that I DJ a rock and metal night here in the Northwest. Um, and we'd been running for about a year, like in total when we hit Christmas. So I decided the best way for me to spend um, like two or so days over Christmas was building a music video as a tribute to the Rock Night. I'm assuming from the thumbs up, you're someone I know. That's gonna hurt me. Not realizing who you are. I'm probably gonna pay for that. Oh, this one's also sold. One, six, but yeah, I built a music video. Like my partner did a lot of work making some transition filters for me because, as you may remember, December is a while back when we're talking about memes. One of the big memes that was floating around was the. Oh, brilliant. Okay. Like, the thumbs up just really threw me. But yeah, as you may remember, because memes age out real quick. In December, the big meme was the John Hamm turn the lights off thing, which I loved. I loved that meme. I was so sad when it got too old and died. But my partner was very good at sleuthing because I couldn't find one. I was very annoyed. I love a good rock and metal cover of something. I am actively building a huge library um, ready for the Rock Night to put into like circulation. Now, why did that scroll? Yeah. Oh no. I looked out. I am punching so far above my weight. Not only is she a fantastically wholesome and supportive partner, she is also sexy as hell. Like, I have looked out entirely. I don't know how I've done it. Like, she's like a few years younger than me as well. Like, reasonable amount. Like, no bad thoughts. Like, I'm not that sort of guy. I just turned scroll walk on. Why did that just not work? Okay. I'm here to solve Sudoku. Love you too, honey. But yeah, she sleuthed down this rock and metal cover of Turn the Lights Off. Uh, I thought it didn't exist at all. I'd spent like 20 minutes, half hour trying to find it, and within like 5 or 10, I think she'd found it like just down a different avenue of searching. And from the moment she found it, she had this filter for doing transitions. Like, hang on, I could do something with this because like because she does a lot with social media already. So yeah, I'd seen like a few of these transition filter things. Like, hang on, um, like I could do something here. So for all of like there's like six of us involved somewhat in the running in some way, shape, or form of this rock night. So we did the transition filter on all six of us, which turned out to only be like between 45 and 50 seconds worth of footage for over 3 minute video. And then I compiled like a load of photos and everything from like the year that we'd had, like of like our regulars and like the crew. Um, there's a member of bar staff that we have at the location usually that like he turned up to the very first one when we were in a different venue entirely. Yeah, yeah. My partner has many media profiles because different projects. Um, yeah, it makes sense. I'm here to solve Sudoku. This is the easy. Why is it taking so? Getting distracted. That's what it is. yeah, like we built up this. I built this video over the course of like 2-3 days with like a huge collection of photos in it, all the transitions timed, so like nice points of tooting your own trumpet there, hun. Yeah, like I was really proud of it, and I literally only learned how to do video editing when I had the idea. I am real bad for deciding, hey, this is going to be a fun idea, and then I will dedicate far too much time to learning how to do a thing for one tiny project. Like I learned how to use what's the piece of software called that I've got? I've got something in front of one of my monitors, can't see it. Inkscape. I learned how to use Inkscape over the course of 6 hours just to build out the logo. Like that's on screen at the bottom. I'm really happy with how it turned out. Um, like if I need to take a bio break at any point, I mean, I'm even very proud of just how like the break message turned up. Yeah, but you would say that supportive partner and everything, right? Sudoku, we're here for puzzles. Like, thank you. Impartial views are also welcome. Um, right, we are here for Sudoku, right? Right, okay. So it's missing 4 and 5, and I cannot see either of them there. I'm gonna have to use Scratch because I've got two distracted. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is 8, 9, 8, 9. Let's stick with the 8, 9s for now. 8, 8, 9. Oh, that just is a 9. Fantastic. Gives us the 8, which gives us that 9, which gives us that 8. Solves the 8's fantastic. Hopefully that'll give us enough for the last bits to fall into place. That's meant to be 2. I did know it was 2, I just pressed the wrong button. I swear, Gov. Falls are not quickly falling into place because they are there and there. They will eliminate on their own later. So that's 5s. Done. I'm kind of smart, I guess. Like when I was younger, I used to think I was always one of the smartest people in the room. And since then, I have met people who make me feel like an idiot and realized that maybe I needed to learn a little modesty when I was a young adult. Um, but yeah, I enjoy puzzles, and like I said, not necessarily brilliant at them, like which you might see when we get into like harder ones, like so like the harder version of Pips. As anyone who saw, like I got that one through luck in the end, not logical deductions, which I do feel a little bad about. Not bad enough I'm not counting it, but okay, so I don't mind because apparently I will be distracted, which is fine. Um, we're all here to have fun, so if I get distracted and enjoy talking to my lovely viewers, that's fine. So I'm going to have to start using scratch paper so that I can actually see what I'm doing when I come back to the puzzle from being distracted. Oof. Right, one. uh, like one good thing about the Netflix Sudoku app is that the scratches do self-eliminate, like when you get like the number in the right place. Okay, so in case you're not following why it's only in that box, the 4s have to be here because they're blocked from this one, and because they have to go there, it puts them, because it has to go there, it can't be here, it has to go there. I suppose that is one step that I missed that I included in stars but didn't include in this. I didn't explain how to solve Sudoku. I think this is just a puzzle I've been doing off and on for so many years. I forgot that I should probably do that, even with like the easy, which would have been a good place to explain the rules. So for those that don't know and are kind of just watching me mystified as I throw numbers at a screen. So the rules for Sudoku are simple as rules. Basically, you need to include the numbers 1 to 9 in every row, every column, and every box, and they can all only appear once in each of them. So that's why things like the 4s, there we go, that one's the example that I used. That gives us the 4s here, and that gives us the 4s here. Yeah, I should have explained that at the beginning, but I kind of just got stuck into it. Again, I get distracted. So it's 5s. That. Okay, so we actually knock off quite a few 5s there. What I'm really hoping from doing all this scratch paper is that we get some pairs. Like we've got this pair of 2 3s here. That should be a useful tool when we solve the rest of this box. So 1, 2, and 3 have to be there. 4, 5, 6. Right. So because the 2 of the 3 have to be there in that box, that means the 6 has to be in one of them. 7 actually has to go there anyway. Which means that this is a 6 8 pair that I am not putting there accidentally when there's an 8 somewhere else. No, that's fine. 8 also goes there incidentally. Okay. So I've just done the pairs in that box. Let's have another look at this box. 1 is already in it. 2. Why have I only put 2 there? Is that a conscious choice? Or... because it also has to go along here. But not there, so... I'm not going to get any nice 2-8 pairs at the bottom here, unfortunately. 3s. Okay, so that's a 2-3 pair, so that gives us all of the rest of it. 4s already done, thankfully. 5s already done. 6. 7, 8 already done. 9 goes everywhere. Nice. Just what I wanted to see. Right, so that doesn't give us anything nice and clean there, unfortunately. But it's always worth trying. So this box here, any of it can be a 3. Fantastic. But there's less that can go in this box in general. So we'll see if we can solve down to some pairs and help eliminate some of the bits. 3, 4, already done the 5. 6 is already in there. 7. Oh, 7 there. Fantastic. Which gives us not a lot. Oh, actually, you got 7 there as well. Back to this box. 8, already in there. 9. not really eliminated much for the nines. Okay, so unfortunately, no nice pairs there to eliminate stuff, which was my hope with that box. I haven't done all of this one, so that was looking a little... Yeah, that was a little suspect, it just being a 4 along that line. Ooh! Hello, new lurker. Two, or I've done 2s in here, or I've done 3s, 4s, fantastic, 5s. Great, 5s go in all of that. 6. Oh, solve that 6, which doesn't help this box. But, yeah, solve is solve. So that gives us 6 here, here, and here. 7, 8. Give me something, please. No. Unfortunately, that eliminates our nice little 2-5 pair that it looked like we were going to be able to get. Yeah. Because the 9 can go... Yeah, the 9 can't go in any of these. Yeah, if there was something else I could spot that excluded it. Right. Not got any nice convenient pairs along, or even triples from the looks of it. No, that's a shame. Okay. Okay, let's put some numbers in this top box then. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I can see why I've done that. Hang on. That was a nice little 2-3 pair, wasn't it? So that means that cannot be 1, 4. Which leaves the 1 there. Yes. Right. Finally. Fours, fives. Okay, so that helps. So we only get 5s in these ones because we've got the little bit here. 6 is already there, 7's already there, 8. Seeing anything nice and clean that helps with the 8s there, unfortunately. Oh, okay. So if nothing else can go in that box, that means it has to be the 9. Which eliminates for that one, which eliminates for that one, which cuts down massively here. Okay, that approach worked quite well. Again, I did the thing with the 8s in here that I shouldn't have, because that's a nice little 2-3 pair. I need to... I might have to use my pen to mark out when I've got little pairs, but that'll be annoying as hell. For me, at least, to keep on top of. I have seen like some puzzles that Ranks, the guy who I mentioned earlier that inspired me to start this. There is a puzzle system he uses on Sudoku Adventure that I've been watching some of the videos from. He does like one a day, and he's already up to like 1,100 around that mark on this like huge course of Sudoku. 6x6s with interesting logics applied, so you get like number gates and stuff like that. And oh boy, they look hard, but it allows for two different versions of scratch paper within, or scratch notation within a cell, and you can do coloring on stuff. At some point I might start the Sudoku adventure stuff, but like that's looking a little tough for me at the moment. So yeah, we'll see whether or not I build up to that one. Okay, so what was it? 2, 3, 4. So can that one be? So yeah, I was looking at this box, wasn't I? Wasn't I? I don't know. Maybe this one's not got much in it. 1, 2. That was a mistake because there's nothing really to help with the 3. Yay. So yeah, no nice pairs there. So back over to this one. 1, 2. Already done the 2s at least. 3. 4s have to be in that bit because that's 4s there. 5. No, that's just in all of them. Wonderful. Not got any pairs to exclude it. 6. Only in here. 7, already done it. 8 is in the bottom. So that's looking like it might actually... Yeah, okay, that's a 2-8 pair. That's quite useful. Then we've got 9, which will have to go there because that's a 2-8 pair. But 2 can go nowhere else in this box apart from here and there, which means nothing else can be in there. And then when we look at the 9s, we've got that one and that one, excluding Y, and because it can't go in there, this one has to be the 9. That felt more significant for some reason. Okay, so that actually also solves this box because it removes the 8 from here because it has to be in there. So that gives us the 5, which gives us that 4, which gives us this 8. I think I did all the notations in this. Yeah, because I had an 8-6 pair, so that's 6. That one's 8. Not all of it cascading. Oh, no, we've got another 8 there. Fantastic. So yeah, we're starting to see some things solved down now. Okay, so that gave us a 5-6 pair here, which means this has to be the 4. Right. Let's maybe look into this box a little now so that we've got some notation happening. 3, 4s. 5. Not helpful. Fantastic. Just what I like to see. Numbers that can go pretty much anywhere. 6. Again, not much to help out there. 7. Anything with the 8s. Okay. That one was not as helpful. Okay, all right. Let's look into this very empty box in the middle. 2's there for some reason. 3's there, not fun, are they? No. 3's in all but the bottom. 4 already done. 5. 5, 5, 5, 5. 6. 7's already scratched in for some reason. 8. Ooh. So it looks like someone has eliminated the opportunity for me to be able to do D&D prep at later points because one of my players for a game that I run regularly has just joined. So no spoilers allowed. But No, things are good. Spent the last couple of days like getting stuff ready for this channel, like building the logo, and again, because a couple of people on the stream know me personally, surprising literally no one, the score box that you can see there um, is built in a spreadsheet. Let's just watch Imagica's reaction to that. Um, yeah, so amongst people that know me, I'm famous for a few things. One is it being hard to schedule me for stuff because I'm good at being late, and the other is, boy, do I love a spreadsheet. Um, okay, I think I mistyped the six. That should have been there. So there's a nice little um, script that I've built that goes through. I hadn't realised I didn't actually mark up the Sudoku because I did do the easy. And now we're on the other one. No, we're still on the. Are we still on the easy? Or did I just not switch the filter over? Let's pause this. What does it say? No, I did do the easy. This is the medium, isn't it? I forgot to switch this filter over, I think. Does anyone else remember if I've already done the easy? Or do I have to finish solving this one and find out? I'm so distracted talking to people. But yeah, yeah, I really do have a sickness. So you're talking about the way that I obsess and will do nothing but focus on a single project for like 3, 4 days? Or are you talking about the spreadsheets? Because boy, are those spreadsheets something. But yeah, there's a nice little script when I do a scene transition. Because again, I spent a day just deciding, hey, I'm going to do this thing, and went deep on it. King X, what? I have no idea what that means. Yeah, yeah, I don't know. Oh, right, I'm with you now. Off with his head because I was called an XL king. Right, okay, I've caught up. Finally get the joke. Oh. Right, so yeah, I was up to putting sixes in this box. Um, eight, then nine. Only hit. Fantastic. Yeah, I do have a mug that my fiance got me. So, like my last day job, I was the XL gremlin in an office. They like don't get me wrong, most of the people there know how to use Excel well. Um, for very specific things, but I am a generalist as a wizard with Excel. I just really enjoy working with spreadsheets. Um, some people have severely questioned my sanity because of this. Others have other reasons for questioning it. That's right. Yeah, because that eliminates that. Uh, uh, so many chat things. Because I also have like a Discord thing open. Because I was persuading some of my friends to come join and everything. But there are messages I need to reply to. There, right. Okay, so yeah, I built. Yes, like a magic said, it's an illness. Um, it just so happens that all the downsides of this illness are for everyone else, because I get nice spreadsheets out of it that do the things that I need them to, which is usually something that no one needs at all. But yeah, like this nice little tracker that I've built. There's little scripts that I can like click buttons on, and because the Google app version of Google Sheets doesn't allow you to click actual buttons, I built an extra script in it so that I can click a tick box, and then it auto adds one to the score tracker. I worked on getting scripts so that whenever I change scene in OBS, it changes which page of the spreadsheet it's on so that you can see the other trackers. But I have an illness, like they said, when it comes to spreadsheets. But it does work out well, even for them, because I built some fancy calculating spreadsheets for our D&D game that auto-calculate all your skill bonuses and everything like that. Got a couple of friends locally who are interested in trying to get copies of it for their games. So that was the medium. I forgot to switch over. So let's switch that over, make the medium go up, and then switch over to the which day in particular? Which spreadsheet did I build for that I didn't let you? Oh no, that's when we were doing the accounting for the house. That's different. You had to be a part of that one. How much is the stream lagging? Is that maybe because you're accessing the stream and streaming TV and everything all at the same time? If not, it's one of my other players' power line adapter that they gave me, which was free, so I can't complain too much. Right, let's jump into the hard one. Mine's out of the gutter. Right, hopefully it's not the power line adapters that were given to me I have no idea what the handle would be on here, but I'm gonna guess torture. Sounds about right. Don't know. There are numbers and symbols in there for their screen name. I don't know why it's like freezing or distorting. Again, if it's the power line adapter, I'm screwed. Okay, so what puzzles have I already done? I've already done Starstruck, Pips, and Wordle. I do not need that tab open. I'm just starting to shut down stuff my own end to see if it's something wrong with my PC. Yeah, you were too late. I'd already thought about that. That I don't need open because it's for a different thing. If something breaks, I'm in trouble. Right. I've closed down some background processes. No worries. I'm not sure how much longer I'll be online for this first stream, as there is a friend who does local music entertainment. It's their birthday today, and they've got some fantastic musicians who we also do our best to support weekly. It's got some of them playing, and we won a £20 bar tab in a quiz last night, which means we can afford to get a drink, hopefully two. So yeah, we're going to have to eat and things before we head out, and time is getting on. So I know one of my friends wanted me to do some chess. So you know what? I I'm going to call this the first fail on the hard Sudoku. And I'm going to bail out of it. And one of the things that one of my friends wanted me to do today, even though he's probably not joined the chat at all or the stream, I haven't actually got a visual set up to know how many people are in like watching. But one thing I can do, all right, I'm going to start with the one that I am bad at. I did not solve this one today. It's not. I need to refresh the page. Okay. Apparently, we are having visual issues. Okay. Sorry about that. Are we back? Please say we're back. Because apparently I was having connection issues. I've reconnected and restarted the stream just to be sure. Well, I'm gonna keep going with this bit anyway. It'll get uploaded somewhere tomorrow. Probably YouTube. Really? So Twitch is still saying that I have gone away, is it? Let's. Ugh. Fantastic. Trying to sort this on the fly. No, okay, so I am back. Right, okay, so it looks like I'm back. I just, like, you might need to refresh your page. But yeah, so one of my friends wants me to do some chess. I had already planned on, if you look at the bio for the Twitch channel, the first thing I'm going to be doing is the daily chess puzzle. I am not always very good at it because I can't always tell whether it's trying to go for checkmate or just win material. Brilliant. Um, so yeah, Magica, you know who to tell, but I'm actually doing chess things. But you had to refresh, I'm guessing. Oh, okay. Um, it seems like I had some connection issues, but we're back. And Magica, you know exactly who to tell that I am actually doing chess content. So I'm going to start with the daily puzzle, which, like I said, I'm not always very good at. I find it hard to spot whether or not I'm meant to be going for material or mate. And then I'm going to be doing some general chess puzzles until I at least get the tick that I've hit like the daily 3 solves. Okay, so blindsided, black to move. Let's see. So immediately the first thing I see is that that's an open bishop that'll threaten mate. No? Okay. So I'm already off to a fantastic start. There's a better move than that? Okay, so I could pull a Gotham chess and sacrifice the rook? No. I could sacrifice the bishop there. Put the queen in threat, trying to go back for it. I did warn you all, I'm not necessarily good at the daily chess puzzle. Okay, so like if I ever get to the point where I start streaming actually playing chess against human beings, ugh, uh, chat versus audio is bad. Okay, well, it's a good job these are the last sections, and hopefully I can fix it in post. Big one by the little one. That's how you play chess. That's a way of playing chess. Right, blindsided. Let's try that. No. Okay. Right, let's just have a hint. What am I meant to be playing with? So I'm meant to be using the bishop. Like, really? That doesn't make much sense to me. Then take here. The bishop takes me. Oh, for fuck's sake. All right, there is more connection issues with the stream. Which is very frustrating. Right now I can go over here, which is safe. It'll hit the king. And then I can come over safely. Yeah, okay. There's the daily done. It took me a couple of tries. And a hint or two. But there it is. Right, with the connection starting to go bad for everyone, I think this is where I am going to call it. More chess content in future, more puzzle content in general, and hopefully better scheduling so I know I can actually sit down and just do all the puzzles I plan to. I will put the full recording up, maybe edited a little to cut out some of the tech difficulties for myself. But yeah, thanks everyone who joined. Like this has been like Puzzle Pilgrim, and I've been Dismas the Pilgrim. Thank you very much, everyone. I will catch you all next time.